So a couple of months ago I got a turkey and wanted to roast it, and couldn't find a roasting pan in the store that wasn't disposable. So I, had to get a couple of disposable pans right then. But since then, we've discovered that buying a turkey when it's on sale can feed the whole family really, really affordably for a week. But I don't want to spend that money on those disposable pans every time. So we went ahead and ordered a Granite Ware roasting pan. This one's kind of small. It's supposed to work for birds up to 15 pounds. And I think it might be a bit of a squeeze for that, but it's definitely large enough for chicken, which we also like to roast. Again, whole chicken is much cheaper. So a whole chicken can feed the whole family for a couple of meals. This makes it nice and easy instead of trying to put it in a pie pan or a baking dish and then have all that mess. We're trying this out. And I've already removed the labels, but this one actually said that it was made in Indiana, which is pretty cool because that's where we live. And so it was kind of nice to get something from this was Amazon, that turned out to be locally made. This is actually porcelain covered metal, and so it should be fairly non-stick and large enough. I do not have a pan, or I do not have a rack in here, but we are going to try roasting the chicken without the rack anyway, and I can always get a rack later, but it has worked for me in the past using just a cookie sheet for a chicken. But again, I wanted something larger for a turkey, and also to help capture those juices from the chicken, because a baking sheet sometimes does not have a high enough edge, and we don't want to make a mess in the oven. So this is a 5-pound chicken that I've got in here. Normally I like to get it prepped up with some onion and garlic and all sorts of different herbs and spices. This time I just sprinkled some poultry seasoning on it and called it good. So we're gonna see how it turns out. Again, this is a 5-pound bird. You can see there's actually still some substantial room left in there, so it might not actually be a stretch at all to think that a 15-pound bird could fit in there, so long as it's not too wide. So we'll see how it goes. The chicken is a little dried out because we had a power outage partway through cooking, so so we got a little dried out as we reset, but everything looks good. You got those juices in the bottom, pretty good. Yeah, so far so good. We'll have to see how the chicken tastes and everything. One thing also about this pan that was really good, I have not tested it out yet. You can actually use it on to cook on the surface of the stove if you like. Not on, I think it said a glass cookware surface, but you can actually use it on a regular burner too if you like.